Hey guys, and welcome back to Inside a Teen's Mind, episode 6. My name is Little I, or Li for short. First of all, Happy New Year's to everyone. It is officially 2026, and I feel like 2025 went by really, really fast. Like, many things happened, and it was I don't want to say a great year, but it was definitely an important year for me. For today's monthly chat, I am going to talk about what I was doing for December, because I didn't upload any videos during that month, and I was supposed to upload 4. So for the first 2 weeks of December, I was preparing for my finals that were coming up. So I have a total of 8 courses that I have a final. And the ones that I was worried about were maybe I wanted to say 2, but now that I think back, I was pretty much stressed about all of them except for 2. The biggest reason I would say is because in one of my classes, I had an 87%. And for me, I guess I'm kind of like a perfectionist, and I want to get at least to 90% in all of my classes. And so my school has a grade calculator that I can type my grades in and see what I need to get on the final and see what the semester grade is going to be. From that, I figured out that I needed a 98% on the final in order to bring my semester grade up to a 90%. So of course, I was really stressed about this final, and I was trying my best to review this final. That was what I was mainly focusing on for the 2 weeks. Oh, and by the way, my birthday was in December, so yay, that's just a little info. I am finally 16. Then after school ended, I went to another state to visit my family for Christmas. And it was crazy because my uncle got RSV and was sick. I thought I would be fine, but I guess not because I think I got it too. I was sneezing, coughing, I think I had a fever, and I was literally blowing my nose off every single minute. So that was my Christmas, and until today, I am still coughing and sneezing. I really like to sing, and I literally lost my voice and couldn't sing at all. Anyway, I really do hope my voice comes back and I can sing again and continue to record to you guys. A couple days after Christmas, I came back from the visit, and that was already the end of December. So that's a little recap for the month I disappeared. Now, I was going to do a little review of what happened during each month of 2025, but I can't even remember what happened in January. Okay, so I pulled up my photos from my phone and see if I can kind of remember everything. So first, it snowed where I live, and that was exciting. And then a very important thing that happened in January was that my little cousin was born. He is so cute, and I love him. So his birthday is coming up, and he is going to be 1 year old. That is so fast. And I also got a little beta fish in January, and he is still with me right now. He is recording this podcast with me. I don't think anything really happened in February or March, at least not off the top of my head. Okay, moving on to April. I went to the fair with my family, and that was pretty fun. Now, I am really scared of those crazy roller coasters. They make me dizzy and I have a headache, so I didn't go on those. In May, I guess the most remarkable thing that happened was that I went to attend the awards night for my high school. Oh, and also May was when I came up with the name of this podcast. And I also tried to record the very first episode, although it was horrible and I decided to not use that version. May is also my dad and my grandpa's birthday, so we celebrated that. Oh, wait. It was also during May that I took the AP exam, and now that I think back, it wasn't actually as hard as I thought it would be. Okay, then at the end of May, I actually flew back to Taiwan for summer break, and it was amazing. Tired, but amazing. I got to see all my family, cousins, friends, and I ate a lot of delicious food. In June, I went to Japan with my grandparents, and it was beautiful, and I had a great experience. In July, I was still in Taiwan, but it was during that month that I checked my score for my AP exam I took back in May, and I actually got a pretty good score, so I was happy. By the end of the month, I finished the first chapter of my driver's ed and got the certificate. Also, I went to attend my cousin's graduation performance, and she was so cute. Now, that's about when I flew back to the US. I think I arrived on like August 1st or something. Then on August 9th, I flew to LA and met with my family. They are my aunt and uncle and their kids, which I lived with in Taiwan, but they came to America for vacation. So I went there and we ate lots of food, we went to Disney, and it was so fun. Now, their vacation was like 2 weeks long, but I could only stay there for 3 days because my school starts on August 13th. So this is a crazy story. My ticket was on August 12th, about I think 9 or 10-ish in the morning. Then I got a message that it was delayed. Anyway, I still went to the airport. I was alone and all that, but I couldn't do anything other than to wait there. I was scared because I have a feeling that it is going to be pushed back again, and it did. So by like the afternoon, like 3 or 4, I went to the counter and they told me that they could schedule me another ticket, which I have to go to another state for a connection. It is literally crazy because I fear that it is going to be late when I get home and I have school tomorrow. After all this drama, I arrived in the state I live in around like 11 or 11:30. The thing is though, we still have to drive an hour from the airport to my house, so this trip was very crazy. But I had a great time with my family in California, so I was happy. Now, from that point, my life was basically school, school, school. Now, in October, I uploaded my very first episode. It was difficult because it was my first time, so it took me a little bit, but I got it. And then, here's another crazy story. So in October, I scheduled an appointment to get my permit, but I wasn't aware that there was this document I needed, so I didn't have it, and I had to wait another 2 months to schedule another appointment. So yeah, that was my mistake, but if I think on the positive side, that was a lesson learned, and I did get my permit after all. I don't recall anything from November, and I talked about December in the beginning. Okay, so that's a little review of my 2025. Now I feel like I should list some goals I have for 2026. You know, everyone does a little New Year resolution thing. So first, I want to stay healthy and not get sick that often. I don't know if it's my immune system or something, but every time my family gets sick, like from school or something, I always get infected too. And I also have allergies, so sometimes I just start sneezing a lot and it's very tiring. I hope that in 2026 it gets better. I also want to exercise every day, maybe like yoga or something to stay healthy. I also want to get better at singing, playing the guitar, and driving. All these things I want to practice more, and hopefully I can be more confident. Next is I want to continue to create good content for my channels and club. So I don't know if I talked about this before, but I have a singing channel. You can find it on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's called LL is Singing. I sing in Mandarin, English, and some Korean songs. I also have this podcast. And then lastly, I have an online psychology club, which is called PsychSpot. And I hope I can continue to post things and hopefully get more people involved in this club and we can learn together. I also would like to learn more about psychology and hopefully write some essays or do some experiments about it. I want to read some books and all that. I also wish that I can find volunteer opportunities that I can apply to because I really want to help people. I did find this hospice that I wanted to volunteer at, but I asked them if I can volunteer on the weekends, and unfortunately, they don't really have anything for me on the weekends. And of course, I can't volunteer on weekdays because I have school. Alright, my next goal is academic wise. I know it may sound very basic, but it is to get good grades. What I mean by that is I hope I can work hard to get at least a 90% for every class. Coming to the end of the list, I wish I can focus on myself and my emotions more in 2026 and care less about other people. I also want to focus on the habit of writing diary every day because I want to record my thoughts right now, and hopefully when I look back in the future, it will be a very good memory. Lastly, I wish my family, friends, people who are listening to my podcast, and my fish health in this new year. Those are everything I can think of right now. Maybe I will come up with more in the future. If you guys have any goals for 2026, feel free to leave a comment or go to my Google form to let me know. I think this is good for today's episode, but before I go, I want to wish everyone Happy New Year once again. And don't forget, my full episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Podbean. Many highlights can be found on Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit. Feel free to also check out my official website and visual website. For people who are interested in learning more about psychology, as I was talking about, you can join my online psychology club called PsychSpot on Instagram. For more information about this club, you can check out Instagram, TikTok, official website, and visual website. Now, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like or follow and share with other people. I hope this year can be as good as it can be, and thank you for being with me here today at Inside a Teen's Mind. Stay tuned for my next episode, and I'll see you in my next Real Talk from a Real Teen's Mind. Bye!